Hello viewers, welcome to Media 13, the channel where I look at anything from films to music and maybe even games, who knows. This is going to depend heavily on your feedback, so get leaving comments on what you want to see in the future. Today's video is the first episode of a series I'll be running on this channel, where I look at films that didn't do too well, or that I just didn't like. There may even be films in here that I do like. Again, it all depends on what you guys want to see. Moving on, the aim of each episode will be pretty simple. I'll basically be pitching my idea for the movie had I been at the helm. If that still sounds confusing, then don't worry, you'll no doubt get the hang of it whilst I move through this video. So without further ado, let's get on with Fractured Films and Sequels, Episode 1, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. Each of these videos will begin with a short review where I basically give my general thoughts on the film, that way it lets you know where I stand on it. I thought Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was great in some aspects, but really poor in others. I thought that it lacked an antagonist, and the big bad dinosaur of the film was extremely underwhelming for various reasons I'll get into at some point in this video. I think that the film suffers from plot holes and other things, and that's why I'm only giving it a score of 6 out of 10. Not great, but hopefully I can change that. My film would replace the subtitle of the film. Say goodbye to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and make way for Jurassic World Evolution. I'd leave Fallen Kingdom for film 3, as it's then that our kingdom has truly fallen to dinosaurs, so I believe that title is more fitting. Yes, I'm aware there's been a game released recently by the same name, but I'm going to ignore that for the purpose of this video, and also because I make the rules and I can do what I like with this series. My variation of the film would keep the opening scene, as I thought it was great for the most part. I believe this can be useful for what I have in mind later on down the line. One of the big things I would change is the locations used throughout the film. I feel that the island was drastically underused, and I'd like to change that from my perception of this. For that reason, I'd extend the time on the island by making Blue the Raptor much harder to locate than the characters anticipated. Another thing I'd include to up the horror in the film. When Claire and Franklin, played by Bryce Dallas Howard and Justice Smith, are locked in the control room with lava seeping in and a dinosaur hot on their tail, I'd have Franklin killed in this scene. It would be good to have the film seem to establish him as what seems like he could be a main character, only to kill him soon after. I know this is not just because I hate the character, although that plays a part in it. Moving on further into the film, really, to be honest, there's not a lot I would change until we get to the third act. The biggest change I'd make is cutting the Indoraptor entirely. For me, the fear was rendered non-existent when its abilities were explained in such a way that made it seem unstoppable, yet it was fooled so easily by humans. Instead, I'd have it that they managed to replicate the Indominus Rex, which gives more purpose to the opening scene I touched on earlier, where the research team is collecting the bones of it. We're already aware of the abilities that the Indominus Rex possesses, and with a few more added on, I think that a second variation of the creature could work much better than the Indoraptor did. One other thing I didn't like and would change is the character of Macy. I really hated how her character was reduced to nothing but screams when they were needed to draw the attention of the dinosaur, and also how she arguably makes the dumbest decision of the film. However, despite the nagging plot hole of them perfecting human cloning without anyone finding out, I do like where they began to take the character, and that's what prevented me from taking her out entirely. Now we get on to my major change. I'd kill Claire for the third act of the film. I'd have a scene before in the film where it shows that one of the smaller, more agile carnivorous dinosaurs has escaped and is now roaming the mansion. This way I'd be able to keep the scene where the Indoraptor stalks them in the museum within the mansion, as well as arguably the best scene in the film that was showcased in the trailer, the bedroom scene. When Claire is wounded in the original film, I'd actually opt to kill her here. It's a sad moment where Claire gets to spend her final moments with Owen. This touching moment can be enough to send Owen into anger, which leads him to search the mansion in search of Mills, who we believe Owen kills but will be revealed as alive in the third film. I'd have the Indominus Rex 2.0 escape into the open world, as this could be key in the third film, as we see the extent of its abilities in an open environment. I also believe that this can create an interesting dynamic to the third film, where a dinosaur of its capabilities is roaming the wild freely. One more thing. Remember that awesome shot from the trailer where the colossal fish dinosaur thingy, I apologise, I don't know its name, is lurking in a large wave as people surf none the wiser? That wasn't cut down for the trailer or anything like that. That scene was genuinely 3 seconds long in the film. That's why my second to last change is a simple one. Extend that damn scene! There's so much potential wasted there, and I can guarantee that the third film will gloss over it entirely and not show it. I just think that there's something visually pleasing about a massive dinosaur murdering a mass of people. No. Jump cut to morning, where we see Owen and Macy driving through a ravaged street. The era of the dinosaurs has truly begun. Our kingdom has now fallen and the earth has changed forever. The final shot of the film is the car being driven by Owen disappearing over the horizon as the camera pans out over a large forest landscape. Panning down once more as the Jurassic Park theme slowly begins to build in the background, subtly getting louder as a man runs screaming into view of the camera, before the teeth come down and kill him, pulling him into the air as the camera does a U-turn and zooms out, confirming what we all suspected, as the T-Rex eats the body before letting out a hearty roar and the theme tune reaches its peak. Roll credits. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've made it this far and like what you see, then feel free to hit that subscribe button so you get more videos like this one. I'm not going to give an official schedule, but my next video is going to be a proper introduction to the channel where I explain various things, and I just wanted to get this out as a trial to see what the end product was like. Expect that video in the next couple of weeks, I'm really not sure. So on to the finished product of this video. Was it good? I don't know, let me know in the comments. In fact, also let me know what other films you want me to cover while you're there, and who knows, maybe I'll choose your suggestion. And remember, this channel doesn't just revolve around film. I can make videos around other YouTube videos you guys want me to look at. It can be basic film reviews rather than this format. It can be music reviews, game reviews, anything along those lines. Like if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't, tell me why you didn't if you didn't, and tell me why you did if you did. Alright, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.